Today is the 20th of October 2019. Will Berlinghof is the voice of cosmic awareness and Callista is energizer and questioner. Awareness, do you have a public message at this time, please?
That this awareness indeed has a public message at this time. That it must be understood that this awareness is outside that which is called time, and that it is available in simultaneous time to other times and places, particularly that which you would call the future. That this awareness says from that which is known as your future, these particular times that you are going through are known as the time of madness. But that is also the time of great opportunity for change, and that these times are exactly that, the opportunity for great change to occur at this time on your planet. That there are multiple futures, if you will, and therefore this awareness will not simply focus on one future and make predictions of your future, but it will tell you this, that these times are critical on all major timelines for this precise period. And that as you look at the world events, you will certainly see how crazy, how insane, and how mad it really is at this time. The important point to this is not emphasizing that it is a time of madness, but rather in promoting a concept that would help you get through these hard times, these mad times. It is a simple process that this awareness is called maintaining sacred neutrality, being an observer to these times. For it is very critically important that you do not get drawn into the madness. You could indeed observe the madness that is happening all around you, but it is only when you forget yourself and get drawn into the madness that you will be most impacted on a very personal level. That is why, at this time, it is of critical importance to watch the events that are unfolding, to observe so that you can make notes, so that you can find for yourself that which is the truth of the moment for you, and that by finding your personal truth, you will be able to navigate your way through these troubled times. This awareness is not saying do nothing at all, but it is saying first be aware of what is occurring and realize that even though you are observing these matters, the primary focus for you, the individual, is yourself and what is happening in your life. If you descend into the madness and go to a place where the emotions take over and you are not in a stable situation, then your life will suffer. And you will find this a very hard passage indeed at this time. But if you can maintain equilibrium, maintain that position of centeredness, the sacred observer practicing sacred neutrality, that you will find that even as the events of madness expand beyond belief, you will still have that level footing. That this awareness would also say of that which is the future, looking back at these times, that it is also known in the future as that this is that time which you would know as the turning point, the change of direction. That time when the door was opened again to that which is spirit, entering into the plane of human existence to help the masses, to help the collective come through this most difficult time. Therefore, be of great faith and trust that for you yourself, that your choice, your intent, and your desire is to see sanity return back to this planet, to see finally those dark ones that have had control too long vanquished by their own folly and their own madness, and that this is that which will help you, the individual, through these incredibly difficult times, these times of the madness. This awareness has also spoken previously that it is a 4-month period that it saw that were of the most intense nature, and that this 4 months started in August. You are just reaching the conclusion of October. There are 2 months left. You are halfway through. Therefore, see these times for what they are. Know that you can navigate them. Know that you, by your focus of what you wish, intend, and desire, can bring yourself through the last 2 months. And this, the turning point, is the point where you turn yourself into the direction and towards the direction that is of Spirit, that is of Source, that is of God.
Thank you, Awareness. Would you also say that this is a time of spiritual reset, where everything is being reset completely so that certain energies are no longer allowed to operate?
Indeed, this awareness would call it a time of a spiritual reset. It would point out, however, that even though this is a time of spiritual resetting of the standards that were once prevalent back to those standards, that it is nonetheless a time of great physical trauma and challenge. And that as you go through your own physical challenges in your own personal lives, that knowing within yourself, feeling it, testing it in the context of your own life, that these times are the times of the return of Source and Spirit back into this plane. Not that Spirit or Source ever truly left, but the experiment was of a nature to allow certain things and certain ones to have privilege for a time, to see what would occur if those who are of the dark nature had control and there was little consequence to their actions. This is that which is now changing. And even though, in some ways, if you watch your media, it may not seem like this is happening, and it may indeed seem like the maddest ones of all are the ones that are in charge of the insane asylum, that it is not actually so. It is being presented this way through your mass media, of course. But as you feel the energies, as you recognize the downfall of the corrupt empire and those who have been the servants for masters unseen, that you will realize that that which was the corruption did need to come apart at the seams, does need to be destroyed, so that which can be reset, that which is the new beginning, the new timelines that lead towards sanity and comprehension and clarity, are indeed put into effect. Remember also, this is the third dimensional state you are in now, and it is notorious for being of an extremely dense nature in terms of frequency, and also a slow motion reality, and that things seem to take a long time sometimes for matters to finally come to right. But by the standards of this awareness and of Source itself, you are living in accelerated times, And as the destruction goes on, even though it seems to be taking forever, that this is that time now that you are resetting, first by eliminating, bringing down that which is no longer appropriate or sanctioned, so that you can now start to see life in a different way, to open to your multidimensionality, which would include your ability to perceive future events in your own personal life and your own personal realities, and design your life around those intimations, those inner feelings, comprehensions, awarenesses that you are having. To also recognize that trust and faith are of extreme importance here, not simply in a religious context where you are told to have trust and faith in your God, the God Almighty, but rather trust and faith that you are a spiritual being, that you are a co-creator with Source itself, and that you have chosen to come here at this time, and that all will be well, for this is your choice, this is your intent, this is your desire to make it so, to be a part of that which is the Great Awakening. There is a reason why Donald Trump and his people, his patriots, have called this the time of the Great Awakening. And that which is the slogan, MEGA, Make America Great Again, very much includes that which is the awakening, that which is the resetting of that which has gone astray. And therefore this awareness can say that Make America Great Again is also that which is make the world, the planet, the collective of humanity great again. For it is time for the journey to begin, and this awareness says it has begun.
Thank you, Awareness. I always think of MEGA, M-E-G-A, Make Earth Great Again.
That this truly would be the appropriate designation or slogan for these times. That while there is appropriateness in MEGA, Make America Great Again, it is to be seen that this is a worldwide event. It is not simply that which is occurring in the United States. There is madness around the world. One simply needs to watch even the controlled media to ascertain this. But that this awareness agrees and supports your version of the slogan, MEGA, Make Earth Great Again.
Thank you, Awareness. Are you complete?
This awareness is complete with this public message.